So in case I forget, do write to me. I love hearing from you and answering whatever questions you send. Not that I have answers, but I love hearing what I have to say about things. I seem to have something to say about a lot of things. So yeah, do write to me, john@furtheremergence.com. Also, just a little reminder that I send out friendly notes every Sunday. So if you'd like to get a little friendly note from me, I write something most weeks. And yeah, if you want to hear from me like that, send me. There's a way you can do it on the website, furtheremergence.com, or you can add your email list and I'll send you a friendly note every Sunday. So I get a lot of questions that all kind of add up to the same thing, or I've had a lot of questions recently that add up to the same thing, which is this feeling of, what's happening? Or there's a lot of things happening. What are we supposed to do? And that's understandable. And it's that thing of, people have been talking about the quickening and things are changing and it's all gonna, the world is changing. And well, now it's happening. And what to do hasn't changed. It's that thing of being, you're kind of walking through a very difficult time. Or it's like walking through a hurricane. It's very easy to get sucked into it. And the challenge is not to get sucked into it, to not ignore it, to not pretend it's not happening, but also not to get pulled into it and not to become afraid. The main thing is fear and how you manage it. Because if you just bury your head in the sand and go, I'm not afraid, even though you're shaking, well, that's not going to work. So you have to acknowledge it. You have to go, yeah, I want to be afraid. I want to be very afraid. And then it's just that thing of knowing that being very afraid is not the thing. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you get through. So it's to acknowledge it and just to choose to not be afraid or to steer yourself away from it with the knowledge that it's not really going to help you. And that it's not going to help you go into the world that you want to go into, which is a world that doesn't have any fear in it. So it's tricky, and it is like walking on quicksand. You have to walk very lightly so you don't get sucked down into it. So it doesn't really matter what happens, and lots of things are happening, and more things will happen because things always happen. So it's not to get pulled into it, not to get sucked down by it. Recognize that it's there, and as Aldous Huxley famously says, walk lightly, be light with it, as light as you can. Be kind to the parts of you that are afraid. They don't know any better, so it's up to you to kind of gently parent them in the direction you want them to go. So that's my broad answer to all those questions. Be as light with it as you can.